Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for June the 11th through to the 17th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's turn to the cards and see how we can use this energy in a positive light in order to go forward on our path. Six of Pentacles. Another sign got that as their first card. It's what we give. It's not what we receive as much as what we give. And we have to remember that giving is just not finances. It's giving what we have, an abundance of. Maybe it's smiles. Maybe it's good deeds, holding a door open for somebody. Maybe it's going to visit a shut-in or donating some time at the hospice or the rescue center or the hospital, a senior's home. It's giving up your time, your energy, your resources in one way or another to benefit another, to raise them up, to help them in some way. And that comes back tenfold for you. It could also be a giving of your talents or your abilities in the first position, of something that you have been hesitant to share with the world. And you know it would be of good, of value, and yet you are hesitant to share it. So maybe this is where you take the calculated risk in your life and step up to the plate and show what you have, what you bring to the table. To utilize a talent or an ability that you have been keeping under, in a cave, in a hole, underneath a bucket, hiding it from the world, locked in a box. Karma, and it's what you do that comes around. So if you have been this person, expect beauty. And if you haven't been this person, start today so that when this energy comes around again, and it will, that you are prepared for it, that you reap the abundance, the rewards. It's, what are the seeds of the last new moon? What did you plant? Did you give it energy? Did you let the weeds surround it? Did you not get that soil ready properly so it didn't have the nutrients to really be all it could be? And this is a time to revisit, maybe replant those seeds, to step into maybe a whole new opportunity, a new way of doing. Maybe you see where your efforts, your energy hasn't been paying off in the area that you have been giving. And so you're ready for the new adventure, the new journey, the new experience, the new, I don't know, it could be learning, it could be education, going back to school after dropping out, picking up where you left off once upon a time, starting anew, changing your course of study to something that resonates with you a little bit more. Expect new and wild turns. I kind of get that there. It's not so much just your good deeds and stuff that you've done in the past, but it's who you are, and it's bringing it to the forefront, and it's allowing you new opportunities, or maybe you are breathing life into something that you wanted to do and you've always planned to do, but you've never actually done, and that you are prepared now, and to believe in yourself and trust in yourself and know that you've done what it takes to get to this point so you can take it to the next step and beyond. You have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is imagining your tomorrow, dreaming of the impossible becoming possible, setting out on new journeys. This is a travel card. And leaving the old behind. And some of that old you love, but you know you can't take it with you. It doesn't mean it's not going to be there when you come back, though. It's like when we leave home for the first time and we are ready to step into our independence and our new beginnings and our new journey, our new adventures. And so, yes, we leave the family home, but that doesn't mean that we can't go back to it. That doesn't mean that there isn't going to be love and support waiting there for us if and when we need it. It's just going to offer love and support in a new way going forward. So maybe changing the perceptions of your reality allows you to see how you can step forward in new ways. Work and career, Nine of Wands, and the Moon. Oh, where are the passions? Where are the dreams? This is a continuation of the energy already presented, stating it in another way. Now, I call it work and career, but really it is what defines you. And usually when you meet somebody and you say, hey, what do you do? It's work and career that comes out. But for some of us, work and career are not the highlight. It's what we do on the sidelines. It's our home and family. It's the things we do within the community. It's our health sometimes. What defines us as people. Now, the Nine of Wands came out first, and I love this card, especially with the new moon energy. Well, I love both of these cards with the new moon energy. So, the wands behind us here represent the path that we have walked in order to get here. And yes, they all have growth on them, and some of them very little growth. Some of them were massive challenges, others were massive victories, but there was growth each and every time when we learned upon our way. And the sun is coming up for our new tomorrow, and we hold a wand in our hand, and it already has some growth and success on it. And we are ready to go forward. We are grounded. We have thought about it. We are accumulating all those lessons and taking them forward as one knowledge, one wisdom. It's going to take courage. We need our passion behind us. We need to wear it like a cloak. And it's coupled with the moon card. So you have to be incredibly honest with yourself right now about what really ignites your passion, what sets fire underneath your feet. Not only are you excited when you open your eyes in the morning, but you are excited going to bed the night before. You can barely sleep because you know what tomorrow holds for you. It's getting excited about stepping into your passions, stepping into your dreams, your desires, your goals. It's believing you can do it with these cards. It's taking that calculated risk. It's igniting this want for a freedom or a liberation or an independence. So strong cards for career, job, what defines you. Because it's got to be attached to love. It's got to be attached to passion. It's got to be attached to your dreams. Some new moon affirmations. What seeds are you planting? Where do you want it to take you? And wherever that is, dream it a little bit bigger, please, okay? Because we have karma in the middle here. Love and relationships. Two of Swords with the Five of Wands. Could we have struggles in our relationships? It's like you have to make decisions within relationships, and you know what? You can't base it on what is outside of you, what you are seeing, what you are hearing. You can't depend on those senses right now. Okay? This card clearly states that you are blindfolded. You have to look inwardly for the new beginning, for the harmony, for the trust, for the love, for the passion, for the sensuality, for the romance, for the beauty, for the respect. And there's some decisions that need to be made here. And you know what? Don't go to war over it, okay? Because it's almost like you're butting heads here with the Five of Swords. Okay, we are stating what we need, what we desire, what we want, but we also have to realize that the person that we are going against also probably wants the same definition, more or less, of respect, love, support. And we could be talking about a best friend, we could be talking about a soulmate, a lover, a child, a parent, somebody in the community, somebody you work with perhaps, but your close family, tribe, clan. And so it's going inside and it's being very insightful too. There's your side, it's their side, there's a middle ground. And where is that middle ground? Where is that harmony? Where is that place where we can deepen the commitment to each other? For our spirituality, we have the Seven of Cups. This could be, you're trying out a whole bunch of different things when it comes to spirituality, and it's really hard to make a solid, uh, with just dabbling in each and every one of them and not getting to know any of them all that well. Um, Kind of scatters your energy rather than hones in your energy. So try and bring it into one or two modes of learning right now. Let's say you're into numerology and astrology, or tarot and reading tea leaves, or clairvoyance, or being a medium, and trying to spread up your spirituality in too many pots. That could definitely be, so what is really calling out to you and what feels the strongest? What's your go-to? And work on developing that one. And if you have been developing in that one, and that one is somewhere where you're extremely comfortable, now look at 2 and 3 and play between those two until one draws you completely. And so on and so forth to build. The other thing you could be doing is scattering your dreams too much in all the different things you want, and they kind of get lost in kind of like wishes and things that you really won't put your energy towards because there's just too many places to put your energy, and realizing exactly where your priorities lie in your life. And yes, it could be one main thing in each area of your life, absolutely. But one is going to be your go-to. One is going to be where you're going to be putting the most energy, because it's almost like your energy is scattered between so many things. And some of the things aren't even yours to be scattered about. It's somebody else's agenda or their drama that you're getting kind of sucked into. And be careful of those kinds of things trapping your energy into the wrong focus right now. So be very focused on where you are going, of who you want to become. Relationships. I see, with those two cards, I should go back to them for a second, because on the outside, when the first glances, it's negative, but I see very positive outcomes here. Both of them, both of them are wands. No, one's wands, one's swords. What am I talking about? So one's action and one's inner truth. So knowing your inner truth and what you stand for, it makes a relationship stronger when the truth comes out. And it might be a hurtful bump at times, but by not hiding that part of yourself, or by not discussing something because you don't want this big argument, there's other ways to lead into it, to think about where your commitments lie, where the direction is that needs to be taken within certain relationships. And there can be great harmony here. This is a very peaceful card when you look at it, really. Except for being blindfolded and 2 swords crossed over your chest. The rest of it is very serene. A messenger sit on both sides of you, ready to help you. Find the answers that you are looking for. Knowing what words need to be spoken, know what actions need to be taken. It stops the confrontation that could happen. So stay grounded within those things. And think too about what is important and what's not important as an issue. Okay, when we first get together and the other asks, can you take out the garbage? Well, we skip to the curb with that garbage bag in our hand. We can't wait to please them in some way. We can't wait to do it for them. And then, 6 months, 2 years, 10 years within the relationship, you didn't take the garbage out again? Really? That was the truck just now. Great. Now it sits here for a week. Great, on top of last week's. Now, if it's going to happen for the next 5 years straight, we have a problem and we have an issue and we do need to talk about it. But you know what? We're all human, and sometimes we just don't do things, but we can do other things. So the garbage is there until you have to run and sprint it out to the curb before that truck comes. It's an argument that could happen that could really blow out of proportion with this kind of energy if we just didn't think of the bigger picture of what are the important parts of the relationship. Like I say, if the garbage doesn't make it out to the curb for 5 years, yeah, it's an issue, but what's wrong with you doing it? And then they remember and they race out there and it's already gone, and it's like, oh, they think the world of you for that because you took care of it. That it was one thing off their plate this week. Anyways, health, well-being. Look at this, 10 of Swords. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. You know how to make sound judgments, and you know how to really not take care of yourself. And it's time to take those lessons of what you have learned about taking care of yourself, and in so many ways, how you did not take care of yourself, and make a plan to go forward. Now, this could be releasing stresses in your life. This could be releasing fears in your life. That could be a lot of it. Putting your talents and your ability, but your focus onto your path and being true to yourself. When you're not true to yourself, it's going to feel like a sword in your back. The sun is rising. A new day is dawning. Your ancient wisdom sits in the tree, sending down messages, ready to take messages away, helping you to sort through the wisdom, the understanding of what you need for a healthy well-being, a balance in your life. So maybe this comes back to the moon card a little bit here. Maybe it is conflict within relationships and dealing with them through, it's thought out, it's planned out. That's the Two of Swords. We're thinking it through. We're looking inwardly and we're finding the answers. And when you're having any kind of relationship problems, whether it's a friend or a coworker or a lover or a parent, a child, it eats at you, it wears at you, it adds a stress to your life because you're constantly replaying the words and the words you want to say. And you have the answer inside of how to deal with it properly. So don't allow those stresses to stay with you. And maybe there is some kind of forgiveness you need to give to yourself. Maybe it's some kind of inner healing, inner cleansing that you need to have with yourself. I told one other time, I can't remember who, but to go into the bathroom, close the door, get some kind of aroma, maybe some incense going, and candles, enough candles that you can see yourself in the mirror, and then look yourself in the eye and say, I love you and I forgive you. It's time to move forward. To not hold on to decisions you made as some kind of curse that you made on yourself. This is the healing part for a new beginning to come. For you to really step into feeling good about yourself, feeling strong about yourself, feeling confident about yourself. Not to say that you can't feel this way with this here, but this is more of a depleted, depressed kind of energy, one that I worry about. So know that the sun is rising behind you, that you have been through the challenges, that you know how to move forward, and now it's time to apply that wisdom into your life. And it could be diet, it could be exercise, it could be just getting rid of the clutter around you so that it's more open and inviting and cleansing. We don't realize how much information we take in at a cluttered desk, but even though we don't consciously see it all, we subconsciously have to take it all in. That's why you can say sometimes, oh, I saw that just the other day somewhere. Yeah, in the clutter. So maybe it's just a matter of decluttering. Maybe it's a process of being true to you and allowing your truth to come out. Maybe it is honing your focus on exactly where you want to go, what you want to create, what you want to step into, what you want to change. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.